What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Mk2 you already know, and today we are going to be installing some more goodies on the TT. First and foremost, I would like to say good morning because I literally just woke up. I rolled out of bed. It's super early, but I'm going to be tackling a pretty big task today. I kind of don't know what I'm doing on this install but I mean, I know like step by step how it's supposed to go. I just don't know if it's gonna go that way. So tag along and check it out. I will be installing a boost gauge, and the boost gauge that I chose to go with is a Prosport Evo premium 60mm boost gauge. And yes, that is a mouthful to say, but the gauge is pretty dope looking. I don't know if you guys will be able to see because of the light, might have a big glare on it or whatnot, but that's pretty much what the gauge looks like. And it changes 4 colors to match the interior colors on the car. So I chose to go with this one. Basically, I've installed manual boost gauges before, or mechanical I should say, but I've never done an electric one. So this should be interesting, and I hope I don't blow up my car, and I hope I don't get electrocuted at all. Fingers crossed on that. But I do have this guy to try and save my life. He's a little dusty because he's been in my kitchen undoing electrical in there because I'm doing house renovations, as you guys know from previous videos. So yeah, I'll be needing this guy for show. This right here, this is what's called a vent pod. So this will basically sit flush right inside of one of my air vents for the AC, and the gauge will mount right inside. As you can see, it has little cutouts around it, and basically what that does is it allows the airflow from your AC to still come out around the gauge, so you don't fully lose, you know what I mean, the AC vent, which I thought was pretty cool. However, I could not find any instructions on how to install this guy, so I'm just gonna be winging it. Fingers crossed that I can make it work. I'm pretty, I'm pretty adaptive when it comes to situations like that though, so I should be good. But I also went ahead and bought a boost tap. Now what's cool about this gauge is it comes literally with everything that you need to install it. However, I did look at the wiring harness for the actual gauge and it seems a little bit short, so I had to go ahead and buy more cable just because, I feel like I'm gonna have to extend the wires a little bit. So I went ahead and got that. But back to the boost tap. This gauge comes with a little T-splitter inside that you can jimmy that into your hoses and whatnot. I just feel like I'm gonna get a much better reading from the boost tap that I got because it goes directly into the intake manifold, like right onto the side of it. So I feel like I'll get a better reading out of this rather than running T's through, you know what I mean, and cutting hoses and all that stuff. I kind of don't want to do that. Just in case I ever want to take the boost gauge out, with this I can just literally pop off the clip, take that out, plug that, and everything's back to stock. So I like that. I also went ahead and got some of these. Now what this is a fuse tap. So it comes with like a little pigtail on a plastic fuse, and then there's 2 plugins there for your fuse that you'll be replacing, so that fuse will still be there, and then the new fuse to power whatever you're powering, which in my case is the boost gauge. So I had to get 2 big ones and I had to get 1 mini one because basically I had to go into the fuse panel and test out the fuses in order to find my constant, my accessory wire, and the other one for the switch. So basically I used this guy here and I tested out the fuses, so now I know which ones that I needed to get little pigtails for. So that is a key step if you want to make the install super easy for yourself and make it look super clean, because it is going to look professional even though I don't know what I'm doing. So I also went and got these. These are called butt connectors, as you can see. I'm not making that up, it says it right there. What this is like an inline connection for any wires. You just plug them in and then you wire crimp them and then you're good. And I also went ahead and got a ring connector for the ground wire that's going to be coming off. So I have everything I need, so fingers are crossed that this install will go cleanly. Like I said, I just woke up. I'm a little groggy yet, so it is what it is. We're gonna go for it, tag along, and enjoy the show. So we made it out to the car, and it is super bright. It is a beautiful day, however, it is windy as heck. So I got the dead cat out, and you know, the fuzzy sock is on the mic, so everything should be good when I open up the door to record the actual fuse tap part of the video. But I wanted to show you what my interior looked like and pretty much which vent that I'll be removing. So check it out. This is my dash, and as you can see, I have one vent there, then I have 3 here, then I have 1 over here. So I'm thinking about taking out the middle, and I think that's why the cables are a little too short, because they're probably made to go in this vent here, but I want it over here. So with that being said, I'm going to be removing this at the moment. So I got the whole entire vent out. It's pretty easy. You just want to put your fingernails around the trim and slowly just wiggle it, and it'll pull right out. It's pretty cool, pretty interesting to see all these little gears on the bottom on how it opens and closes the vent. It's pretty cool. But I gotta try and get this ring off, so that's what I'm gonna try to do now. Wish me luck. Like I said, I couldn't find any kind of instructions on how this comes off, so here we go. So I took a little bit more of it apart, but I still cannot get the silver ring off of it, and I need that so that it'll match the rest. But for now, we're just going to continue with the installation, and since I have this piece out, I could always take it inside and work on it some more. So that's pretty much what I'm going to do with it. On to the next step, which, since we have this big old gaping hole now, is to basically run some wires. So I'm going to do that, and then I will show you guys what I did. So keep it locked. So in your Mark II TT, this right here is the location of your fuse box. This is on the driver's side dashboard. Basically prop this piece out. On the little panel here, it tells you what each fuse is going to and what it does. So basically I had to probe them with these guys to find out my constant, my switch, and my accessory. And I'm thinking I'm probably gonna ground to one of these. Hopefully, yeah, it feels like bare metal back there, so hopefully I'll be able to ground to one of these. If not, there's 2 more back there that I might be able to get to. So that's what I'm doing now. That is the length of the cable, and it's pretty obvious with the gauge here that there's no way that it's going to reach all the way over to that corner over there. So that's why I have to extend the wires, and that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing now. So I dropped the bottom of the dash. There was 7 5/16 sockets, like these little nuts right here. They're 5/16. You have to remove those, and then the whole bottom of the dash will fall down, which will give you a nice clean slide over up through here to the actual AC vent, which is fuse box right here, AC vent right through there. So it's a nice little channel to go through, and that's what I'm doing at the moment. I wanted to show you guys the actual connection here. This is the butt connector. As you can see, it's the inline, and basically what I'm doing, since all these cables are the same, instead of taping them and labeling them and whatnot, I'm going wire by wire. So basically I just did the ground, so I ran the ground up. I don't know if you guys can see down there, but it goes through here, comes out on this side, and I put it up here, and I put the O adapter on it so that I can just put it behind the screw. And so this cable's ready. I'm going to continue on with the rest of the cables, and I'll show you guys the finished product. Alright, so all the wiring is complete to the harness. This plugs into the actual gauge. As you can see, all the connections are nice and clean. Right here, they're strong. You tug on them, they ain't going nowhere. But like I said, they route through there, come behind here, they all come up into the fuse box, which phone down. As you guys can see, tuck real nice. These are the actual fuse taps. They're all up there, nice and clean. We have to run the vacuum line for the actual reading, and then everything should be good. So after this, we'll be going under the hood. For the next part of the install, you have to remove this little clip here, and that's where your boost tap is going to go. And then you have to run your boost cable. Now, what I found on the Mark II was there's a little grommet down there, which I'll be entering into the cabin through the firewall. Literally, it comes out right up under here. See that piece of tape? Behind that tape is that actual rubber grommet. So I'll be puncturing a hole through there, and that'll be coming into the cabin to go up through the dash again, up to the gauge. So the next step is installing your boost tap, which is this guy right here, which goes in there like so. Alright guys, and it's pretty much that easy. Squeeze these two, wiggle, clamp comes out, push it back in until you hear the snap, and then this part just plugs right back in there. Nice and tight. So now I'm ready to run my boost hose and poke the hole in the grommet. So I got my boost line, comes with a little air filter. This goes in between the sensor and your boost tap. So basically, I'm gonna cut this hose. I'm gonna have to install this somewhere in the hose, and the rest of the hose will go to this, and then this goes to the harness that goes through the firewall and up and to the gauge so that it'll actually read. So let's go. I'm gonna have to go get zip ties. I'll be going to get some soon. So there's the boost tap already in. We got the boost line, runs over here to the little filter, which I will be zip tying this up so that it's nice and stable and whatnot. Then it goes back there through that grommet right there. Basically comes out underneath there. See that cable coming out? That goes up. There's a dash all back together. As you can see, looking super clean. And there is the gauge. Now I have not turned it on yet, so let's see what happens. All right. Turn the car on. And we have boost pressure, baby. Woo! Nice. Here's all the colors. I'll be going through and doing a full in-depth review after I figure out how to get the silver ring off of the other air conditioning vent so that I can get it on here so this one won't look so out of place. But there is the install, baby. Alright guys, so that is a wrap on today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed the footage. I hope you guys learned a lot of stuff as well. I did a lot of research, but I was a little nervous at first to do all the wiring of the gauge and whatnot. But we got it done, baby. And it's all installed and it's looking super nice. I will be doing a full, in-depth review on it a little bit later. You know what I mean? Going through all the options and whatnot. So for the time being, I need to figure out how to get this silver ring off of this vent assembly. This is, again, for the Mark II Audi TT. So if you guys or any of your friends know how to get this silver ring off, shoot me an email. I'm going to be looking into it all week to try and figure it out. I've looked everywhere. I can't find anything on actually taking this apart. So hopefully I don't break it. but you never know. I will keep my fingers crossed that that does not happen. You know, I don't want to break it, but I just might. I need that peace. But anyways, I will be doing a little bit of a night run, you know, a little bit later on tonight so that I can see the gauge at nighttime and see how it lights up and stuff. I am super duper tired. I've been up since like, was it 7 o'clock this morning or something like that? I don't even know what time it is. What time is it? Right now it's 8:45 at night, so I'm dragging. I was working on that car for probably close to 3 hours, I want to say. Leave a comment below if you have any questions. I will answer your questions to the best of my ability. And click that like button. Click that like button. Click that subscribe button. Click that notification button. Go over there and change those notifications to always so that you can stay up to date with your boy. You already know what it is, fam. I'm out of here. See you guys next time. Deuces. Alright guys, so as you can see, this was the silver ring that I was trying to get off. I figured it out. It was much easier than I expected. There's actually these 3 little clips here. 1, 2, and 3. And basically those 3 clips go right in here. 1, 2, and 3. These other 4 notches are for the black ring. See those notches right there? Those plug in right there. And that's actually the little black notch that lets you know if it's open or closed. And basically, yeah, that's it. You just take a flathead screwdriver, stick it on in there in this little hole right here, do like a digging motion, and it'll pop that side, pop the next one, and pop the last one, and you're all good. So it's that easy, guys. So install your boost gauges yourself, save some money.